Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching. This can be a trigger warning to those who've experienced sexual harassment, rape, and anything along those lines. So if that's very sensitive to you, please don't watch. I'm not going to get into too much information, but I wanted to talk a little bit about, in one of my previous videos, I talked about what contributed to part of my depression was me being raped when I was 16, almost 17 years old. And I did want to talk a little bit more about that because there's a lot of women that have gone through it and, like me, didn't report it. And so the person is out there still, to this day, hopefully not doing it to other women. But when I was 16, 17, when I was a minor basically, part of it I lived with my aunt and uncle, because I was in foster homes, but I was like, no, I want to live with my aunt and uncle because I wanted more freedom like any teenager would want. But so I moved with them when I was 16, and my uncle had this app on his phone called MocoSpace. I didn't know what the hell it was, but it was a dating website, and I met this guy on there, and all I know is his first name was Anthony. Don't know his last name, but we started talking, and we were talking for a few months actually. It was, and then finally we decided to meet up. And I was supposed to be watching my cousins, but my grandma was like, hey, you watch them all the time. You are still basically a child. You need to go out and have fun and live your life. I was like, okay. So me and Anthony had decided to meet up. We were supposed to just hang out, catch a movie or whatnot. So it was like, it was dark out. I don't remember exactly what time of night it was. It was just dark. So we met up. He ended up taking me to his place, and I was naive. I didn't know what was gonna happen, but he took me to his place. And he goes, oh, well, let's just go back to the bedroom and we'll watch a movie back there. Again, I didn't know what the hell Netflix and chill was. Didn't know. So I'm thinking, oh, okay, we'll go back there and watch a movie. Well, so we get back there, we're laying down, whatever, and then he starts to, kiss me and touch, my breast, my butt, my vagina. And at first I was like, this is not watching a movie. And how you can get peer pressured because they're like, oh, it's I'm not gonna do anything, I'm just gonna touch you, it's okay, blah blah blah. Well, it didn't stop at that. He kept touching me, and eventually he ended up undressing me, and I was a little humiliated. Like I said, I was not comfortable, and I tried letting him know multiple times to no avail. And then at some point, another man came in the room, and I didn't know who it was. He said it was his brother or his cousin, some family member, and I wasn't comfortable with it. I was like, no, he needs to leave, and he said no, and then told me to perform oral sex. And I mean, I could have said no. I could have, but I was feeling pressured. I felt like if I didn't do this, I was going to be hurt or humiliated or embarrassed more than I already was. Long story short, multiple men came in that room. It was like 5 or 6. And they took turns with me. I cried the whole time. Cried, was telling them, I didn't want to do it. Please stop. I just want to go home. And also at that point, what they did was shove foreign objects inside me, such as like, a beer bottle and all that, which made things worse. And after they were done, at least, I wouldn't say at least, because it's still terrible, but, well, after they were done, drove me home, and dropped me off, and never heard from them again, which is a good thing. But like I said in my last video, for the longest time, I didn't want to tell anybody. I was ashamed. I was scared. Because not only was I raped, but that was my virginity. That was my innocence. And I was just worried the whole time, like, what will people think of me? I don't know what to do. And then, like I said, the whole instance where I finally did tell someone, so I would make sure that I wasn't carrying anything that I shouldn't be carrying. And it got turned around into this whole fiasco and made things worse. So, like I said, to this day, I still don't remember his name, except for his first name, Anthony. And it still hurts. I still get teary-eyed and uncomfortable talking about this, but it's something people should talk about. Like, hey, this happened to me, but I'm stronger because of it. And let other girls know that, there's others out there that are going what you're going through. But for all the women out there that has had something happen to them, please tell somebody. Men like that should not be on the streets running around. And because what if that was your daughter or your son? Or if it was my daughter, I would want her to tell me. That way we could just get it taken care of. So I'm here. If you want to ask me questions, message me. You are more than welcome to, and I will reply to you as soon as I get the chance. I will be going through a lot this week because I have surgery tomorrow, which I will vlog and keep you guys updated on, as well as the recovery process. So thank you guys again for watching. Please subscribe, and please like my videos. It will help other people around the world just know that they're not alone. So thank you guys.